I only had one superstition. I made sure to touch all the bases when I hit a home run. Babe Ruth. Here are 25 surprising origins of today's most popular superstitions. 25. Spilling salt. Around 3500 BC, the ancient Sumerians first took to nullifying the bad luck of spilled salt by throwing a pinch of it over their left shoulder. This ritual spread to the Egyptians, the Assyrians, and later the Greeks. 24. Lucky horseshoe. This belief can be traced back to the Greeks, who thought the element of iron had the ability to ward off evil. Not only were horseshoes wrought of iron, they also took the shape of the crescent moon. For the Greeks, the crescent moon was a symbol of fertility and good fortune. 23. 4-11-44. This superstition can be traced to the illegal lottery known as policy in 19th century America. Numbers were drawn on a wheel of fortune ranging from 1 to 78. A 3-number entry was known as a gig, and a bet on 4-11-44 was popular by the time of the Civil War. The stereotypical player who picked this gig was usually a poor African American male, which explains why the term appears in many blues and jazz recordings. 22. Knocking on wood. Many pagan groups and other cultures worshipped or mythologized trees. Some people used trees as oracles, some incorporated them into worship rituals, and some, like the ancient Celts, regarded them as the homes of certain spirits and gods. 21. The number 13. In a famous tale from Norse mythology, 12 gods were invited to dine at Valhalla. Loki crashed the party, raising the number of attendees to 13. The drama that followed between the attendants made the number 13 a cursed number. 20. Wishing well. From European folklore, the idea that a wish would be granted came from the idea that water housed deities, or had been placed there as a gift from the gods, since water was a source of life and often a scarce commodity. 19. Walking under a ladder. This superstition originated 5,000 years ago in ancient Egypt. A ladder leaning against a wall forms a triangle, and Egyptians regarded this shape as sacred. To them, triangles represented the trinity of the gods, and to pass through a triangle was to desecrate them. 18. Wishbone. The Etruscans practiced a form of divination involving a hen pecking at corn scattered about in a circle divided into sections with letters. When killed, the bird's collarbone was laid in the sun to dry. Any still wishing to benefit from the oracle's powers had only to pick up the bone and stroke it, not break it, and make a wish, hence the name. 17. Trick or treat. This tradition can be traced back 2,000 years to the Celtic belief that the spirits of the dead still remained present on our plane of existence, and required food and drink to be placated. Failing to leave out an offering was sure to invite the disgruntled spirits to cause mischief and ill fortune in retaliation. 16. Sign of the horns. Its earliest use can be seen in India as a gesture very commonly used by Gautama Buddha as a Karana mudra, which is synonymous with expulsion of demons and removal of obstacles like sickness or negative thoughts. 15. Shoes on a table. It's believed that this superstition originates from new shoes originally having the soles affixed by hobnails, and that these would cause scratches on a new table if they had not already been worn down. 14. Lucky rabbit's foot. This tradition made its way to the States with African slaves, and it's thought to be among the oldest traditions in the world, dating from around 600 BC. 13. Friday the 13th. This superstition might appear to be related to the number 13 superstition, but it's actually inspired by Christianity, not Norse mythology. It's believed that Jesus was crucified on Friday, and the number of guests at the party of the Last Supper was 13, with the 13th guest being Judas, the traitor. 12. Itching palm. This belief originated from the Saxons, who felt that rubbing diseased skin with silver would cure it. 11. Wishing upon a shooting star. In the 1st century, Ptolemy theorized that shooting stars resulted from gods peering down on the earth. Consequently, whenever someone saw a shooting star in the sky, they made a wish. 10. Crossing your fingers. Crossing your middle and index finger on one hand as a sign of hopefulness or desire for a particular outcome comes from the Christian faith. It's believed that when one does so, evil spirits are prevented from destroying the chances of good fortune. 9. The Curse of 39. In some parts of Afghanistan, the number 39 is associated with a curse or a badge of shame, as it is purportedly linked with prostitution. The origin is unclear, but it's widely claimed to have been associated with a pimp whose nickname was 39, after the registration plate of his expensive car and the number of his apartment. 8. Break a leg. This is an idiom in theater used to wish a performer good luck. Ironically, saying good luck is considered to be very bad luck. The oldest and most probable theory takes us to ancient Greece, where people didn't clap in theaters. Instead, in order to show their appreciation, they stomped. If done long enough, they would break a leg. 7. God bless you. In the 6th century, a bubonic plague epidemic gripped Italy. The first symptom was severe chronic sneezing, often quickly followed by death. Pope Gregory ordered that lighthearted responses to sneezes such as "May you enjoy good health" be replaced by the more urgent "God bless you." 6. The Black Cat. Many cultures believe that black cats are powerful omens. According to the ancient Egyptians, a black cat crossing your path was a good thing, while in medieval Europe, black cats were considered evil and best friends of witches. 5. Opening an umbrella indoors. When metal-spoked umbrellas started becoming popular in 18th century London, their stiff, clumsy spring mechanism made them hazardous to open indoors. If opened suddenly in a small room, they could seriously injure someone, or even shatter fragile objects. Thus, the superstition arose as a deterrent to opening an umbrella indoors. 4. Ace of Spades, the Death Card. The first time we meet the whole superstition historically is during the reign of Murder Incorporated in the 1930s, when 2 gangsters were assassinated and left with aces in their hands. Since then, Ace of Spades has symbolized death and murder. 3. A sailor whistling. Whistling is considered to be bad luck to sailors and mariners. It's said that to whistle is to challenge the wind itself, and that to do so will bring about a storm. 2. Breaking a mirror. In ancient Greece, it was common for people to consult mirror seers, who told them their fortunes by dipping a mirror into water. Whenever a sick person was asked to look into the glass, if his image appeared distorted, he was likely to die. If clear, he would live. 1. The 13th floor. It's believed that this superstition derives from early New York architectural critics warning developers not to exceed the height of 13 floors. They insisted buildings that did would lead to increased street congestion, ominous shadows, and lower property values. Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button in the top right corner so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with your friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these 2 videos here, or just head to our website at list25.com.